Personally, I've benefited because I would say confidence. The biggest thing for me is confidence. Previously, I was working in a library, and although I had responsibilities, I wasn't in a leadership role. And the great thing about councillors is that you can elect anybody that comes up with the ideas that you obviously want to represent you. But I had no formal leadership training. So to go into this, it gave me confidence because I realised I had the core skills to actually be able to drive plans through, and I'd already started doing that, but it gave me tools then in order to complete projects more effectively and to make sure that I actually reached the outcomes I wanted to reach. So it refined me, I suppose.
In my experience was as somebody that going into some higher level of education. I hadn't had a lot of background in academic study over the recent years, so it was initially quite daunting. However, the course was designed as such that it was enjoyable. It was a really great group to work with, a mix from all ranges of public services. We were able to network, get to know and work with our colleagues through all levels of all organisations that work within Torfaen and the surrounding areas. I was given the ability to learn to understand myself a lot more, which was something I found really strong and powerful to do. A lot of self-diagnostics, looking at how you behave, how you interact with people, and looking then at using the learning to adjust maybe small bits of behaviour, small ways in which you communicate, and similar to improve your leadership style overall, and develop a leadership action plan. So for me, and I know for others, it was massively beneficial and a really good experience.
Personally, I found the course to be really diverse and wide in the sort of variety of topics that we were covering. For me, I came from quite a male-dominated background in terms of my education. I'd studied for a software engineering degree in university at Liverpool. I was the only female to actually complete that course, so you can imagine going into the workplace. At that point it was still quite a male-dominated environment. That's changed quite significantly over the last couple of years. But going on into this course, it actually allowed me to start to develop some of the leadership and management expertise that I would need to complete my role. So it took my skills from a technical level into something that's given me a much wider focus on my career going forward. So it's been a huge challenge, but a really exciting time as well.
Professionally, I've gained confidence. I'm more strategic in the way that I apply myself. I particularly enjoyed the leadership theories and also the outcomes-based accountability element of the course. And I apply that quite a lot to the work that I do within the council and outside of it in order to make sure I'm achieving the right outcomes for the projects that I'm working on.
Professionally, I found the course to be of massive benefit, not only to myself as an individual, but to the way in which I work on a day-to-day basis and the way in which I'm able to contribute to what we deliver as a public service within Gwent. Some examples of that would be setting up programmes such as the Policing Cadets programme within Torfaen, just using the leadership management tools, theory and practice that we've had. Simple things like stakeholder management, understanding that better and applying that better, being far more reflective about the things I've done and planning much more clearly for things I'm planning to do in the future. I was involved with the youth service prior to doing this course, and we were using the results-based accountability model. Through doing this course, I was able to actually understand the model thoroughly and apply it and bring that into future roles I was, for example, I was involved in, was the running of the Police and Crime Commissioner Transition Programme, and helping the force then and others in the force to understand what results-based accountability is, and to run even workshops to help them improve their understanding, as I had done so during the course. So those are just some examples, and doing it within a work-based environment is massively beneficial again, because you're learning, you're enjoying what you're doing, but you're actually able to physically put it into your working day and see the actual difference that the learning is making, and it's very satisfying to see that.
On a professional basis, the benefits have been absolutely huge for me. My organisation is the Shared Resource Service. So this is the IT sections for Torfaen County Borough Council, Monmouthshire County Council and Gwent Police. When I started the course, we'd really just brought the three IT sections together into one building, and we were starting the challenge and the change process around how we sort of start to think about things like people's terms and conditions, employment conditions, the processes that we need to adopt to get the best efficiencies, etc., out of the organisation. So you can imagine it was quite a challenging time. The course really helped me develop some of the skills around change management, the leadership, the pieces around emotional intelligence were absolutely incredible, because having been through a change process myself, actually being somebody who is actually driving and leading that change process is a completely different experience, and I really needed to understand how the staff would feel to be going through this journey as well.
I think that the benefits that the community and the council will get from the skills that I've now gained, there are some that can't be measured yet because it's still early on, but I can already see that directly I'm helping, particularly in my community where I'm volunteering for different organisations. There's a local community hall that I've been chair of and I've been a member, and being able to take the skills that I've learned, particularly about outcomes-based accountability, has meant, and other tools too, has meant that I've been able to be quite precise and direct with the way that we've used our resources, and it's come on leaps and bounds.
I think the residents within Gwent would benefit greatly from the simple thing like relationships. Within the course, we've built up a network of senior leaders within public services organisations throughout Gwent, and we've had a massive understanding of each other's organisations, which has been beneficial. We've got some good contacts with each organisation, so we're able to achieve things jointly, supporting one another, also in developing and dealing with issues within each other's organisations. From a policing perspective, the benefits of being on the course has led to me developing a coaching programme within Gwent Police, and albeit it's an internal coaching programme, it's a programme that will empower and develop individuals within this police service to deliver a better quality of service to the public of Gwent.
One of the other benefits I found, both on a personal and professional level, was the concept of examining your brand. So not just the brand for the organisation, but personally for me as well. We talked extensively about perceptions within the workplace, and actually for me, serving three organisations, they're very different leadership and management styles within those organisations as well. So I've been on a bit of a personal journey. I've lost 4 stone since the course, because I've really started to examine, how I want people to see me. I dress differently, I communicate differently within meetings as well. It's just given me a lot more confidence.
I definitely can say that I wouldn't have been able to deliver the success of that project without the skills and learning from the leadership course that we've just taken part in.